Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate. Then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Okay. Eso ya lo vimos ayer y ahorita último se ha parado, pero ayer se estaba parando a cada rato. Así que vamos a ver si hoy actually está bueno el juego o es un problema del juego. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Así que eso. De hecho, hay que continuar y vamos a jugar una nueva partida. No jugué mucho, igual, creo que jugué con 10 minutos. O sea, realmente jugué como media hora, pero 10 minutos a nivel de gameplay entre que se la guiaba y se la guiaba. La primera parte del siglo XV fue una época turbulenta para el Sacro Imperio Romano que había florecido durante el mandato del emperador Carlos IV. Ahora con su hijo Wenceslao indolente con el trono de Bohemia estaba sumiéndose en el desorden. La dejadez del rey enfureció a la nobleza, así como su bello hermano, el rey Segismundo de Hungría, que decidió tomar medidas drásticas para restaurar el orden en el imperio, creo que decía. Ok, se sigue ralentizando. Eso no es bueno. Menos, pero menos que ayer. Supongo que eso es algo. ¡Skol! ¿Qué dice? Familia no sé qué. Kingdom con Deliverance. Familia algo decía.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Lo tengo en gráficos medio porque ayer pensé que por eso estaba cargando mal. No, igual cargaba mal.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good.
No se ve mal,
Get to
pero...
finish today.
Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh...
¿Masturbándote con navajas?
How many times have I told you about fighting?
It's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Me llama la atención que la herida sea con la contrapalma.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Voy a elegir lo mismo que elegí ayer. Y por cierto, no ha salido el subtítulo. Igual no lo tengo activado. Ahora está.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world and, well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Estuve con Bianca. Ayer hice un buen chiste con esto, pero no lo voy a repetir que suena muy forzado.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
As usual.
It's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Caldazo.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Oh, ok. Y a ver, quesito. Y aquí hay manzanita. Y en teoría me puedo comer el quesito para saciar el hambre, pero ayer encontré esta tarde que puedo comerme esta wea. ¿Cómo voy de hambre? Voy a asumir que Gucci.
Come here, I need your help. At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
That's the
That's
thing.
the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up.
Buenas. Oh my god, el texto está feísimo. Espérate. Voy a ponerlo más arriba. ¿Cuánto tiempo detrás de este juego?
If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his
Espérate.
arm.
Se ve todo negro, me parece.
Not quite. The chamberlain.
No debía hacer al tap.
Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale.
Espérate. ¿De qué va? Va de la vida en el medievo.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Bueno, no se leyó porque se puso tan negro. Pero básicamente me mandó tareas. Una es el traer carbón. Lo bueno es que esto ya lo vi ayer. Carbón, traer... Pedirle... Cobrarle a un tipo, el borracho del pueblo, me parece una mierda así. Otra cosa que ahorita no me acuerdo cuál es. Y traerle una cerveza. Es que está... Sí. Ok. Por ahora. Voy a ponerlo en medio. Pero vamos a quitar el motion blur porque si no me voy a morir. Ya está. Comprar un saco de carbón, cobrar la deuda de Kunesh, recoger los gavilanes en el castillo y la cosa. Diario de misiones. Por fin tuvimos algo de buen tiempo primaveral, pero aún así desperté tarde, pues estuve de algazara hasta altas horas. Levantarse por la mañana no fue tarea fácil. ¿Qué es esto? Esto es Lorede. Al final la brillante luz del sol me despertó con algo de ayuda de mis padres. Fue ayudar a padre en la forja, tal como le había prometido el día anterior. Pero antes quería que me ocupara unos recados. Un mercenario que llegó a Scalis no ha mucho. Ahora empezó a entrenarme en esgrima. Padre y madre no deben saberlo. Por alguna razón no quieren que pueda defenderme solo. En la lección de ayer me hice un buen corte. Se supone que hoy volveremos a vernos en la taberna. Esa es la lección de esgrima. Tengo que ir al mercado a comprar carbón para la forja y así poder acabar la espada de Sir Ratzik. Estupendo, lo tengo que hacer que Kunesh, que tiene deudas con padre, me dé el dinero para lo otro. Es demasiado bueno con ese borrachín. Supongo que sentí lástima por él desde que su mujer lo abandonó, pero que me aspen si sé cómo sacarle una moneda. Por fin una tarea que puedo disfrutar. Ya han llegado de Sabasa los gavilanes de la espada que estoy ayudando a padre a hacer y he de ir al castillo a recogerlos. No hace falta decir que también he de llevar cerveza a padre recién tirada y fresca. Llevo haciendo lo mismo desde que tengo edad de sostener la jarra, recién hecha y fresca como siempre, para soportar el calor de la forja. Pero lo dejaré para el final para que no se caliente. Sí, makes sense, actually. Ok, vamos a hacer primero lo de la esgrima entonces, que es la B, si mal no recuerdo. No sé, estaba esperando, mi estamina no se regenera, what the fuck.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself.
Oye, ¿este señor es?
Have you recovered from yesterday's great
Ah, sí.
wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
¿Verdad? Me parece que al ver que hice al tab me salté un tutorial. Un tutorial en el que explican cómo funciona el sistema de conversaciones y el sistema de convencimiento. O sea, yo lo he visto ayer, pero no está grabado. Bueno, espero que lo pueda explicar si en algún momento tengo que usarlo. Bueno, creo que se puede ver en el menú.
Yes?
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
A ver. No. Ahí está. A veces para conseguir un objetivo hay que recurrir a la persuasión. Al hablar con la gente a menudo se puede coger el tipo de impresión que les quieres dar. No sé qué es esto. No sé qué es. Para ello basta usar un diálogo. O sea, eso usas el don de la palabra. Con el corazón, en la Edad Media la posición social era fundamental, así que la calidad del atuendo, lo bien que uno esté arreglado, junto con la reputación, puede marcar la diferencia de determinar cómo reaccionará la gente. Si se tiene un aspecto peligroso, la gente tendrá miedo de traicionarte o incluso estará dispuesta a encargar tareas arriesgadas. El factor principal que influye en esto es la fuerza y la capacidad intimidatoria de las armas y el equipo, pero también se tiene en cuenta otros factores como posibles manchas de sangre en la ropa. Si la labia no es suficiente, a veces el dinero habla más con claridad que tú. Solo hay que acordar una cifra que sea persuasiva. Sobornar funciona de manera similar a comprar. En ocasiones especiales se puede intentar probar con otras habilidades, como por ejemplo la equitación. Cada persona tiene un enfoque particular, bla 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 bla. Ok, pero entiendo que esto de la esgrima es sí o sí. Supongo que no puedo evitar siempre el combate. Por ahí, ¿me vas a prestar una espada o...? Arena de combate.
So, can we get started?
Sure.
We can. Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Oh. ¿Y eso es?
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Durante el combate te mantienes acoplado a tu oponente. Puedes desplazarte con la ED, pero puedes acoplarte con Mayus.
Alright. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Elige la dirección del ataque con el mouse. ¡Uy, qué bacán! ¿Qué sistema de combate más interesante?
Nice. Not bad. Very good. Good. Fine. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Estocada, ataque débil. Ataque débil suelen ser más rápido y más precisos, aunque consumen más fuerza. Wait, really?
Good. Once again. Very good. Nice. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Puedes encadenar ataques seguidos para realizar el combo. Inicia un nuevo ataque en cuanto acabe el anterior. Puedes cambiar la zona de ataque o atacar repetidamente. A ver.
Not bad. Now you're getting it. Fine.
Ok.
But I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Ok. Thank you. Ya, entonces ahora tengo que cobrarle al tipo. Kunesh, esa es la C. C. Kunesh, ¿tú eres Kunesh? Kunesh.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Persuasión. Oh, mira, aquí recién salió. Wait, ¿y por qué no salió con el papá? De repente porque hice el tab. Yo me acuerdo que en el capítulo... Ayer cuando intenté jugar esto, el papá preguntó algo como ¿por qué no te levantaste temprano? No sé qué, y le podías hablar. Igual se saltó ese diálogo. Pero no, eso ya lo leí. Esta parte en específico ya lo leí. Esta no. Pero cada persona te trata de forma distinta. No intimidarás un matón con facilidad. Y te vistas como te vistas, no será fácil que impresiones a los nobles. Por eso las habilidades de Henry no tienen un valor universal asignado sin más, sino que se comparan con las habilidades de su homólogo. En el juego, bajo los correspondientes iconos, puedes ver valores de las distintas habilidades. Siempre puedes ver tus propias habilidades. Las habilidades de tu homólogo son visibles para ti si es alguien a quien conoces bien o si se te da bien escudriñar a las personas. Se aprende con empatía. Tu dinero, la cantidad que tienes que pagar, nivel de diálogo total, nivel de carisma, nivel de fuerza. Lo de arriba es lo de Henry, lo de abajo es la de la otra persona. Añadir reputación con tu homólogo. Pero no es solo cuestión de evaluar los atributos, el resultado puede depender normalmente de otros factores. Tu reputación con tu homólogo, si estás sucio o sangrando, todo eso es importante. Pero también significa que si no puedes resistirte a la ladina legua de un comerciante, por ejemplo, que si quieres antes envenenarlo un poco y será más fácil de persuadir. O si alejas al guardia y a sus amigos, será más fácil de asustar. Podéis contar con una visita de padre, las deudas saben sandarlas. Paga, borracho.
Look, I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing. So leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
¿Intenta hacerte con el hacha o le tengo que robar? Kunish no quiere pagar y parece que tampoco tiene dinero. Oh, bueno, tendré que recuperar los artículos que no pagó o de encontrar otra manera de conseguir el dinero que debe. Pero no puedo dejarlo correr. Interesante. Salía reputación ganada y reputación perdida. Supongo que con él perdí reputación y con el papá gané. Sigilo. Si el objetivo es meterse en algún sitio, hay que asegurarse que nadie puede verte o oírte. El personaje va a necesitar ir, primero lo avisarán y luego le llamarán a un guardia. Pero varios custodios lo reúnen de manera inmediata. Ah, sí, verdad, arriba dice aviso. Pues estoy en modo sigilo, así que jódanse. Asumo que esa es su casa, igual no esa. Soy su normal. Comer del caldero.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Oh, este. Conoce alguien en casa un cofre cerrado. Dentro puede haber algo que pueda coger para saldar pero para abrirlo necesitará una ganzúa.
What's going on there?
¿Qué pasó? Ahí está el hacha, mira. No, era un martillo, no era un hacha, soy su normal. Eso empezar, no pueden limpiarte más. Ok. Ya. ¿Cuál es opcional? ¿Puedo marcar esto de algún modo? O sea, ¿dónde puedo encontrar a Fritz? Oh, dijeron que podía ser en el bar, es verdad. Ok, vamos a ver. Voy a recoger lo otro entonces primero. Eran los gavilanes, ese es el D. El D es para... Para allá. Para allá el castillo, supongo.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radley, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
¿Tengo dinero? Porque es verdad que dijo que necesito dinero para... No, no tengo un carajo. Entonces, ¿cómo puedo comprar el carbón si el tipo no me paga? Ya, la taberna es la E.
Henry, I'm glad you came. Or the kitchen or the field. My fine wares will brighten your every day.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
Had to. He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
Dukes
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I I care about the Austrians. And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, how? Are you with us?
No. Not really. ¿Tengo que decidir? Oh, igual con esto me dan la ganzúa.
Alright, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kruna shows money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Ah, me parece bien. No tengo que robar per se. Si no te vamos a bullear a un borracho. Papa Benedicto XIII.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Quería hablar porque decía hablar del plan.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you gotta lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty! The fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the
Yes,
popes.
actually, sí.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Me da risa porque la estamos haciendo que se vaya y no le estamos mintiendo realmente. Ya, now what?
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, doshes.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this boxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Vaya puntería.
I'll make you pay for that.
Oh shit. Combate sin armas, gancho, golpe con la mano más fuerte bajo la cabeza, directo, golpe directo con la mano en la cara. Patada, oh my god, F. Patada, aparte de los oponentes a patadas, fijar a un oponente, cambiar. Desbloquear, bloquear. Oponente, sin indicador muestra arañados cuánto se lo bloquea tu oponente. ¿Cuál indicador, perdón? Ah, el de arriba. Tus heridas, tus heridas, sangre, resistencia. No, esta es mi salud. ¿Cuál es el indicador del oponente? Ah, el moradito. Ok. Perfecto. Oh, huir del alguacil. Oh, corran, muchachos. Madre mía, salí flawless, no me dieron ni una.
Good day, Henry. Greetings, Henry.
Good day, Henry.
Hey.
Ahora me tienen que ver con el borrachín.
Come on up and take a look. I've got every
cabbage, cabbage, green cabbage. Get it before the cabbage.
Bueno, ¿hasta dónde? ¿Qué maratón te estás pegando?
sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Ok, y entonces ¿qué vamos? Entonces, ¿qué vamos a hacer? ¿Vamos a pegarle a este señor? No solo que me da muy alegre, debo decir, ¿eh?
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Ha! That's gonna cost you your life.
Super punch. Oh. Okay, relax. Oh.
Enough! I give up.
Qué bueno que tenía mi team, ¿eh?
It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Ya desde Kunesh. A ver, ¿cómo estoy? Que tengo esa herida. Ok. No se puede correr si tienes heridas en las piernas, mantener espada en el brazo, etc. Yo creo que es del cofre. Oh, es verdad. Mientras menos salud tengan, menos puedo correr. Qué interesante. Pero... no me sirven las herramientas, cabrón. Yo quería plata. Te robo la comida. Te robo la casa. Mine now. Obtuve de él la llave del baúl con el que sea contigo comer es que la pena vender. Y además para recuperar el hacha de mi padre está enfrente de su casa.
Why are you creeping around like a footpad?
Ya, ¿y en dónde vendo? Vamos a ver con el señor del carbón.
God be with you, Henry.
God be with you, Henry.
Thanks. ¿Contigo, Don Carlos?
How are you?
En las tiendas primero hay que componer las compras en tu cesta y después confirmar la compra y intentar regatear. ¿Cuánto carbón necesito? Wait. 10, creo que era 10. ¿Cuánto está? 0.5. Ah, 5 monedas arriba dice. Oh, ok. Ya, tengo que vender esto para poder conseguir plata.
Implements, instruments, and tools.
Some change back?
Everything for
Thanks.
work and home. Good health to you. Good luck then.
Oh, wait, ¿a él le puede vender? Wait, no vi la opción. Ya, primero voy a ver cuánto necesito. 10, sí. Clavos. Ganzúas no. El hacha. El hacha vale 2. El hacha ya vale plata. Supongo que pondría a vender todo. Y comprar 10 de carbón. Contengo 0.2. Regatear.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
El regateo funciona en ambos sentidos, tanto si quieres comprar barato como vender caro. Selecciona la cantidad que quieres pagar o recibir con WS y confirma con E. El comerciante responderá a tu oferta. Si la respuesta negativa, hará una contraoferta y espera tu respuesta. Última oferta del comerciante, tu oferta actual, precio de la compra original, tu dinero. Tu última oferta no aceptada. Si el contrario se puede mover en una dirección a la otra, significa que tú o el comerciante tenés dinero suficiente. Prolonga el regateo con una oferta tras otra, botará poco a poco la paciencia y al final botará la negociación. Ok. Reputación perdida, ok. Es que no tengo plata para regatear, necesito tener ya la plata. Ahora tengo que pagar, oh my god. ¿Quesito? Pues caro el queso, what the fuck. Una manzana. Otra. Ya, perfecto. Ya, cerveza.
Just come right up.
God!
Ay, no es... Ah, no, acá es. Bueno, es...
God save my lovely. You're doing well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Don't worry, dearest. this evening I'll see you right.
Oh, Hal, I do hope so.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Schnapps Redentor. Oh, puedo usar el Schnapps Redentor para guardar partida. Ok.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Yes.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal?
Entiendo que es el mango, ¿no?
We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Madre mía. True. A ver, to be fair lo hice porque quería ayuda de mis compañeros.
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more.
Así sin guantes ni nada.
That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Porque él sí tiene guantes.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university. And all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going?
Interesante como sus opiniones políticas. Y el joven todavía está joven, ¿no? Y actually está como descubriendo su postura.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Okay. Supongo que lo hice porque tengo la cara llena de moratones. Me puedo limpiar un poco la cara, no tanto. Quería lootearme las manzanas. Oh, esta era la sopa, este era mi desayuno. Ok, no lo había visto. Pensé que mi desayuno era el queso. Eso es normal. Ya, ¿dónde me dijo? La forja iba bien hasta que se vio Teresa, la joven hija del marinero que llevó unos clavos entre casa y los del baúl. Oh, aquí. Clavos para Teresa. Oh, mira. Redentor. Voy a llevar un par. Por si acaso.
Those nails you wanted?
Thanks.
Sorry, girl.
So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way.
Henry, what are you
That
waiting
sword is
for? Bring
truly
those
beautiful.
nails.
Bueno, ya le está dando los esclavos.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
Ah, mira, ya lo pintó, le ha puesto cuero, no sé. Cuero supongo que debe ser.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Sí, de hecho sí, sí puedo.
Sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
No, y entiendo que la conoce.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. Do you have to keep going on about it?
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
¿Es cierto?
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Oh my god.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah! Get through the gates! Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Find a horse. Qué penita. Es para decir Radzik. Y la gente aquí como si las huevas.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Oh! No. Sí, quería subirme. No quería, o sea, asumo que está la opción de salvarla, pero no voy a poder. Aquí hay caballos. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! Fuck me. No sabe vendarse las heridas, decía. Oh, fuck. Montar a caballo. Puedes silbar en cualquier momento para montar en tu zona. Debe ser para estar básico. Para caminar, permite caballo recuperarse. Bajo galope, camino más rápido. Seguir un camino, tu caballo más inteligente. Para las personas en el camino que indique si lo dejas.
Ya. Ya.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
No entiendo que los distraje nomás.
Ya. Ya. Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Give us up, fellas! there's room left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flee to Talmberg.
Yeah.
Go! They'll kill you all! Warn the others! They've tore its scallops!
Yeah.
Me estoy desangrando, por cierto.
Warn the others! They've tore its scallops! Poco van being sent.
Oh my God! Hey, Jesus Christ!
Help! Skeleton's been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Who's in there?
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Hot wine.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
Buena levantada.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Lo levantó así de un tirón, ¿no?
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
Probablemente.
What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle?
No.
I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and rest.
Yes, sir.
Es famoso el papá, ¿eh?
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
Porque ya son dos señores que lo conocen. Dos lords, o como no sé cómo llamarlos, la verdad. ¿Lo dice o no dice? No, Roran es el que me está llevando.
Must eat.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I have to eat something.
I heard
My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Claro, el papá, entiendo. No vi la primera parte del diálogo, ni lo escuché.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
Es un platazo, ¿eh?
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Okay. Comer. Cuanto más tiempo se pasa, se vuelve más sabio y se vuelve un personaje y se puede llegar a morir. No sean igual que un pato asado, pero sobre todo África más tiempo. Lo que me recuerda que mi puré, ¿cómo va? Dos días. Mi puré alimenta más. Puta, qué rico el pato, ¿eh? Teniendo en cuenta lo que me ha llenado en la sopa esa, voy a asumir que todo esto es para mí. Robar, ¿no?
You're that lad from Skalitz. What in heaven's name? What the?
Ay, perdón.
Sorry about what happened to you, but it's no excuse for rudeness.
Ok. ¿No es bien visto que coma en la valla? Perdóneme. A ver, ¿qué es lo menos fresco que tengo? Ya. Ya, ahora a mimir. Cansancio, cuando está cansado, de frecuencia también van disminuyendo. Los muchachos dormían y dibujaron una cama disponible que se reconoce con la brújula. Ok. Me dijo que me quite las botas, ¿no? Me las quito.
What was that noise? Must Must be the wind.
Hasta la mañana, hasta las 5.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
Madre mía, esa jarraza que me ha traído.
No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father and sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget that.
A ver, no usé la espada, pero sí la salvé.
For the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not.
Me gusta el sistema de conversación, ¿no? Hay que pensar rápido.
It's the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the
Esta
end,
mujer tiene mínimo
I raised
25.
money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Yo diría que tiene más de 25 porque se lo liberaron cuando ella tenía 25 y ha hecho todo lo que dice que ha hecho desde, ¿cuánto? 3 años más, 5 años más. Así que, exagerando, puta 10. Tiene 35, aún así es bastante joven, así que Henry tiene razón.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Bueno, el personaje entrega luz, pero usa la antorcha mediante uno. No, no tengo más atuendo. Yo tengo que tener impresionado. Ok. Y tengo una flecha. ¿Esa es la flecha de la que me han sacado de la pierna? Qué gracioso.
You're right there. Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund Said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad?
Are you mad?
What there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rattay now.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back some.
Splendid. Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care.
Corred, mi pueblo fue atacado por los extranjeros y masacraron mucha gente. No puedo entrar en el castillo antes de que cerraran las puertas, así que enviaron a Tamberg que revisarles por si las acechaba un destino similar. Para avisarles que les acechaba un destino similar. Han puesto guardias estaciones en almenas y me la que a ellos. ¿Pero cuáles son las almenas? Aquí entiendo. Pero yo no veo un carajo, ¿ah? ¿No sé ustedes?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Hay que esperar a algo, se puede dejar pasar el tiempo. Hay que pulsarte y decidir cuánto se quiere esperar. Pero que el cansancio y el hambre también aumentan.
Good day to you.
What do you think about the Scallops, folk?
It's a terrible thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege.
Scallops Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing.
I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God ease your pain.
Thank you.
I reckon that Sir Radzig must be a good man, the way he looks after his people. He's probably done it better.
Not really. My father was forging a sword for him, and when he came to have a look at it, we exchanged a few words. That's it.
Then that's a fine rule.
Entonces sí es un buen señor. Qué interesante forma de presentarte un poco cómo funciona el mundo. O sea que es que ya amaneció, que eso no.
Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Everyone to the main battlement. Quickly, we have visitors.
Hey, he's there.
Oh my god.
We're gonna end up like scallops.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scallops and killed my parents. Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown.
Chucha.
Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle where he has little chance of defense to another where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Entiendo que ahí está Sigmundo. Quiero ver el mensaje ahorita.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Bueno, algo curioso es que no le dijo que era leal, dijo es leal al rey, o sea, el rey Sigmundo, y no le dijo nunca que sí. Dijo que simplemente no se quería meter en el conflicto. Enterrar a tus seres queridos. Ay, Henry, eres tan huevón.
God be with you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Hombre, si no te dije porque te tan fuerte, te ven los señores indulgentes.
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
I'm back. Ahora consigo robar sobre la posibilidad de salir del castillo, pero me suele que eran oídos sordos.
I seen them, all right. And you know what I heard from the merchant who heard it from that man who was fighting them at Kuttenberg?
Ya, ¿y cuál es mi caballo? Entiendo que este. Pero eso es lo único que hice.
respects to you.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Alright. La casa del guardia que está sobre la puerta. A ver. Verdad cerradura debes tener al menos una canción de inventario, aunque es mejor tener una o dos de repuesto, ya que con el uso se gastan. Y en el peor de los casos se rompen. Para empezar el proceso de forzar cerradura real, mantén pulsado E sobre la cerradura y entonces harás un diagrama de mecanismo cerradura en el que tendrás que buscar el lugar adecuado para presentar la ganzúa. Lo cero que estás en posición idónea se indica el tamaño del cursor cuando el encuentro se vuelve dorado. Entonces tendrás que usar la ganzúa para girar el mecanismo de cerradura completo. Es motivo tendrás que coordinar el movimiento de la ganzúa con el mecanismo, ya que la rotación cambia de posición en el punto correcto. Si intentas girar el mecanismo sin tener la ganzúa en posición correcta, se quedará bloqueado y causará daños a la ganzúa e incluso puede romperla. Hace ruido además, ok. Si se rompe suena más fuerte. Esto es muy rápido, no sé si lo estoy haciendo bien. Ok. Entonces voy a ver algo que me gusta que nadie lo vea. Justo pasó el Sir, weón. What the fuck. Cuánta mala leche puedo tener.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone, God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Pero ya tengo mi caballo, ¿no? ¿No es este mi caballo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Es interesante, no solo baja la estamina del caballo, baja mi estamina también.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. It's like they've already gone.
Fuego. Hay alguien en el castillo.
Jesus.
Una pera roja. Algo que me gustaría saber, no se supone que me equipé. Eh, ok. Ya, ¿cuál es mi misión? Encontrar a tus padres. Tengo que encontrar a mis padres enterrados, a menos que alguien se les haya desplazado o ya serán de fueron abatidos. Me gustaría ver dónde está el castillo. Wow, está lejos. Scalis está en el culo del mundo. Combate con arma, bueno, esto ya lo sé. Bloquear.
God in heaven, no! Leave me alone, please!
Take your hardware and get the hell out of my sight.
I understand. God be with you.
Tú puedes sacar lo que quieras, no es mi problema. No estoy aquí para hacérmelas de justiciero. Solo estoy aquí para sobrevivir. Ya voy casi lleno, ¿eh? ¿Qué quiere decir esto? Ah, que tiene sangre, ¿no? Y esto que ha sido robado. Para comerme las cosas que no están tan frescas. No sé si debería comer saciedad. Así 64. Ah, sí, vamos a comer. Ya, 87 yo creo que está bien. Wait, what the fuck? Comida envenenada. Unlucky. Actually, voy a ver. ¿Tengo más comida así con una X? No. Esa pera estaba mala. No, esa manzana era, ¿no? El Groschen no sé qué es. ¿Será plata? Una ancha. O está sobrecargado de movimiento mal. Ok. Daño de estocada, daño de tajo. Esta pega más. Esto lo voy a botar. ¿Cómo boto esto? Voy a botar esta antorcha también. Voy a botar bufanda roja. No, dan la misma defensa. Pero ¿cuál pesa más? Pesan lo mismo. La armadura esta sí pesa. Pero me da defensa. Bueno, voy a botar la bufanda. Voy a botar la camisa. Y ya todo lo demás lo tengo puesto. Groschen. Para vender, entiendo. Ok. ¿Está bajando lentamente mi vida? What? Ah, o subido de nivel, ¿es eso? El nivel de resulta útil de comparar. Por caso un nivel que en caso de una ventaja. Soy nivel 3. Nuevos auxilios, permanente el uso de vendas. Durará 30% más sin comer. Nada. Aumenta el alcance de la visión. Detiene nocturno. Olor varonil. Oh, me roto el sigilo. La canción tiene impureza, por lo que acomodé la cama para atención al revés. Cuanto peor la cama, mejor duermes. La evaluación de presencia sobre los tratos de hacer depresión. ¿Por qué? Se usa la evaluación de +1 en pueblo al día y proximidades. Ok, wea salvaje. O nivel mínimo 6. Ok, lo que puedo poner son todos estos. Y al que me gusta es primeros auxilios. Pero creo que ya lo tengo. Después de eso, explorador está guapo. ¿Puedo prenderlo? Yes. ¿Puedo prender otra? No creo. Fuerza, agilidad. Diálogo, alta cuna, aumenta el nivel de diálogo +3 al con nobles y burgueses, no voy a tener la ventaja baja cuna. El diálogo más será con plebeyos. Oferta final. ¿Qué quiero? ¿Alta cuna o baja cuna? No puedo tener ninguno, creo. O sí, es que dice nivel 4 y eso nivel 3, ¿no? Claro. Vamos con alta cuna. Aparentemente sí puedo. ¿Qué más? Vitalidad, agilidad. En fuerza tengo uno. Balearte, golpearse enemigos. Bloquear con el escudo consume 30% más resistencia. Llevar los cadáveres o corrupción de costa de resistencia sin poder mitad de carga. Sure. Pues ahora se consume normalmente igual que la fuerza de agilidad. Ok.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
Es verdad. ¿Hay un colgado?
Hey!
Ah, es un bandido. No me interesa. Estaba más interesante la persona colgada. Igual es Teresa, que la salvé. La salvé por nada, que igual siempre se muere.
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Ok, ya no quiero más fruta. A menos que tenga 100. Si 100, si quiero. Yo te voy a dar... Esta cebolla no la quiero. Esta va, no la quiero. Esta va tampoco. Esto está malo. Toma, toma, toma. Ya.
Hey. What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Are you gonna cry now? Enough! I yield! You hear? I surrender!
Take your hardware and get the hell out of my sight.
I understand. God be with you.
No me ubico todavía visualmente. Creo que la parte de atrás, pero eso es que no me suena. Por aquí es donde huí, me parece. Por aquí debe estar Teresa, entonces. O la casa, ¿no? Al menos. Creo que esta es, de hecho. Vaya. Ah, no, quemaron el coso este. Yo pensé que había gente, porque me parecía que salía de una chimenea. Oh, nivel de vitalidad. Nivel 2. Ok, es como Skyrim. O sea, haciendo cosas ganas cosas. En Skyrim, si quieres, por ejemplo, ser bueno pegando críticos o escabullendo, te tienes que básicamente andar todo el rato así. Está lleno. Bueno, necesito encontrar una entrada.
He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
¿O es el que me enseñó? ¿O él? ¿Fragmento de qué? ¿De espada? No, pues bueno. La espada que tengo sigue siendo mejor.
You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me. did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Aún tiene la esperanza de que contra todo pronóstico hubieran logrado sobrevivir, pero estaban muertos. Encontré los cuerpos de Ferris y también de otros, pero buscar una pared para excavar una tumba bajo el tilo. Tal como decía mi padre, no había suponer un problema encontrar una pared en la aldea. Where? Me partí las patitas. Ah, ok. Sí, me pareció escuchar quejidos. Mira, ahí vi a alguien. ¿Este es el con el que me pegué a puñetazos?
Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Smithjack? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that mutt the butcher's? Mutt. Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Would you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it anyway?
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that... And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take him to St. James's. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground. I see a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Shit! Shit! Shit!
That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Easy there, boy. No more. Your good master won't be needing this.
Qué buenas cosas, ¿eh? ¿Y por qué se fue? No lo amenacé con nada. Ah, qué penita. Eso fue raro, no sé por qué se fue. Oh, aquí en el árbol, ¿no?
This is a good place. You're gonna like it.
Oh, míralo.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all.
¿Qué cosa? ¿Está viendo las heridas o que no entiendo?
How am I gonna do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
De hecho, él dice, te vas a ver en un conflicto en el que tú quieres meter, pero él dijo, te vas a reunir con tu familia la que, de una forma que no quieres, algo así quiso decir. Family reunion.
Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah, of course.
I'll slip. Finish the little bastard off, front.
Uf. Ok, está escrito. Eso actually le puede ganar y worse ending.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. Well, I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, goat fuckers!
Goat fuckers.
The games are over.
Oh, madre mía, recién empieza el juego. Yo me pregunto, ¿qué pasa si nos salvó Teresa? ¿Qué pasa aquí? Victoria Hogan. Igual pierdo si no salva Teresa. O igual se salva sola. La salva alguien más de repente. Oh, mira, el perrito se fue con ellos.
Itt nem látok. Megjött a mulatság.
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done.
Tiene pesadillas.
Get up, Henry, wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Más pantalla de carga.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
A ver, pero ¿sabes por qué volví? Tú los enterraste.
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
No día de delirio.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill, my uncle's mill at Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Wow, 2 semanas. Hogar, el molino de Rentage es el nuevo hogar del personaje. Okay, I think this is a good place to leave it. Voy a asumir que... Ok. Pensé que era el menú. Bueno, que está bueno. Voy a intentar jugarlo más. Aunque lo de la pantalla de carga es un coñazo. Voy a googlear un poco a ver si se puede arreglar de algún modo. De repente si le bajo más los gráficos, no sé. Eso. Good game. Está bastante entretenido, bastante interesante.